Hey guys, welcome to the AFL Saturday Best Bets video. I'm going to go through my best bets for all three games today. North Melbourne take on Fremantle is the early matchup. And Fremantle only about a 3-goal favorite for this game. Obviously, most sides beat up on the Kangaroos. But the fact that this line is fairly close is interesting. So I'm staying away from this game and the line from a betting perspective. I just kind of want to see, after last week's performance of Freo at home against Brisbane, I want to see how they play on the road following that, because obviously over the years they're a team that has struggled away from home. So staying away from that, but how I am going to approach this game is from a same game multi perspective with some player props. Main reason for that is North Melbourne last season were the team that conceded the most disposals to opposition players. And so for those reasons, there's a few players here that I'm going to go with to rack up the disposals. So it's three legs. I'm going Caleb Sarong, 25 plus disposals. He's cleared this number in almost every game over the last season and the first game this year where he had 46. The two times he missed, he had 24 in both of those games. So against North Melbourne, he should easily get 25 or more. Then also the second leg is Andrew Brayshaw for Freo, 25 plus disposals. He's another player who's cleared this number in majority of his recent games. You can see most of these are 29 to 30 plus games, only missed it on 2 occasions earlier on in last season. And then the final leg, we're going with Luke Davies Uniacke for North Melbourne to get 20 plus disposals. So you can see he's cleared this in every single game over the past season and opening round. So three fairly straightforward legs there. Pays $1.82 for the three legs. That is the opening bet in that game. Then the following game, Hawthorn take on the Melbourne Demons. This matchup is an interesting one. I think Melbourne are potentially a touch vulnerable and Hawthorn are a slight chance of winning. They've kept these games close historically, but on paper, Melbourne clearly stand out. However, like all three games today, I feel like the odds and the totals are fairly spot on and there's no real value in them. Expect Melbourne to win this game, but I'm not confident they're going to win. And then I feel like the total for this matchup is pretty accurate as well. So for that reason, I'm going with another 4-leg same game multi this time around. We're going to take James Sicily, 20 plus disposals. He only had 11 in the opening round. You can see here 11 there. He does average 25.6 overall. I'm happy to overlook that. I didn't really have the best game in the opening round. Needs to step up after Hawthorn losing last week. He was originally supposed to be suspended for this game, but was able to get off at the tribunal. So important to step up as captain. Hawthorn's defense likely to cop plenty of inside 50s. And Sicily needs to lead that defense. Last season, he only missed the 20 plus disposals on 2 occasions in round 4 and round 18, but cleared it in every other game. So this is the main leg for this multi because the other three are very, very straightforward. So Sicily should be able to generate the 20 plus touches. The next leg, Clayton Oliver, 25 or more disposals. He had 35 in the opening round. Missed obviously a fair chunk of last season, but he did have 25 plus in every game other than round 23. And he should be able to rack up the disposals against the Hawks. James Worpel, 20 plus disposals for Hawthorn. Last week, he had 28 disposals in the opening round. Cleared this number in all of his games going all the way back to round 4 and only missed it on 2 occasions last season. And then Petrarca, 20 plus, has hit this in every game over the last season, and the opening 2 rounds were at 26 and 29. So those 3 legs all up pay $2.01. And then the final game of Saturday, the night game, Sydney at home to Essendon. The Swans have a good record against the Bombers, but the Bombers have been able to keep these games close over recent seasons. With the line at Sydney minus 30. I have a slight lean towards the Bombers to cover that because I think it's just slightly high. But with Darcy Parish not playing and the fact that Sydney can pile on goals really, really quickly. Just going to stay away from it. I also looked at the over for this game, but just with it being played at the SCG and a night game, elected to stay away because I don't love taking overs in that situation. But I do really like this 4-leg same game multi for this matchup. I'm going to take Zach Merritt, 25 plus disposals with Parrish out of the lineup. That, like last week, that puts a lot of pressure on Zach Merritt to step up. He had 31 against Hawthorn last week and has consistently achieved high numbers, only missed the 25 plus on a few occasions last season. So he should go very close to hitting that number or at least going over it. Chad Warner, 20 plus disposals for the Swans. You can see here had 27 in last week and 26 in the opening round. Consistently clears this number, averages 25 overall. Third leg, Errol Goulden, 20 plus disposals. He had a big game last week with 30 touches, 20 the week prior. Ended last season on a bit of a roll, 42, 30, 32, 37, consistently putting up high numbers. Had a few like mishap games with a couple of 16s and 19, but definitely think he should be able to get 20 plus disposals playing in this game. And then we're taking the Sydney Swans to a win as the final leg because at home, the way they've played so far this season should be well and truly good enough to beat the Bombers. So those 4 legs all up pay $2.01 as well. So 3 bets to quickly recap: Sydney versus Essendon, Merritt 25 plus, Warner 20 plus, Goulden 20 plus, and the Swans to win at $2.01. Hawthorn versus Melbourne, Sicily 20 plus, Oliver 25 plus, Warple 20 plus, Petrarca 20 plus, $2.01. And then North Melbourne versus Fremantle, Sarong 25 plus, Brayshaw 25 plus, and Davies Uniacke 20 plus at $1.82. If you're following along, good luck. Last night went 4-0 now plays across the AFL and NRL. So hopefully that can continue. Today I'll be posting bets right throughout the season. So make sure you subscribe so you get these videos breaking down the games, going through the stats and trends of these teams so you can make money betting on the AFL this season.